Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, my gym partner's a wolf is back in full-fledged. Okay, my cooking partner is a wolf. How about that? We'll just change it up a little bit. Um, but did this show just turn into Food Wars? Like, what the heck just happened this week, man? Like, straight up. We start out with the koala making something that looks relatively nice looking, and then we end up with something that Soma would cook if he wants someone to be tortured, like squid covered honey dip. I don't know, but still, seeing what the wolf girl made, and then that being the thing the koala absolutely fell in love with, and it made so much sense why the mom was so angry when she asked, "Hey, what was the other food I tasted before we started eating the food that we ate all the time and time and time and time again? There was something else I ate. What was it?" And she's like, "Are you asking me about that for real?" Like with the knife in her hand. So, that makes a lot more sense why she was so, how do you want to say it? Angry at the question, you could say, I guess. Yeah. Um, Overall, man, we have a very funny show here. Not only is it funny, I thought the whole cat and sloth edition was really cool. Just the way that sometimes you don't know what you want until you experience someone else having it, and then you kind of are curious as to what it would feel like or what it might be that they're enjoying themselves and you want in on it, right? So that's one of the things I noticed with this week's episode is just how much stuff they were doing could make someone really want to audition in and and join in. But the thing about this week's episode is everything feels so against our human, man. Everything is against him getting with another human. It's not possible. It's just not possible. He tries to learn as much as he can of, a way to get these girls out of the club and just be him and the human girl. But it's obvious that that's never going to happen because the whole reason of her making a club is to have this club have multiple people in it, right? Like why would I have a club that I didn't want more and more people to join unless you're the guy who just wanted to be in a club with you and her, which is pretty selfish, but at the same time, the wolf pack leader doesn't mind it as long as she's invited. And then now that she's invited, she invited this sloth, she invited, all these people are starting to tag along. So we already have a pretty deep group already. Cat, koala, sloth, two humans, and a wolf. That's a pack right there. So now that this is happening, and this is just something that I guess the student council might not want, seeing the end credit songs and stuff. We have we have something that's going to be, I think, one of the more funnier episodes than even this one, because at the end of the day, this was a funny episode for the cat trying to push her own narrative throughout the club and change everything that it was already supposed to be and make it a napping club, which I don't see the problem with that. Like, what's the problem with napping a little bit? They could make this the food nap club. Soon as you eat, you have to take a recommended 30-minute nap after eating. The hours, the club should be an hour, so you cook for 20 and you sleep for 30 and then get ready to go home. Like, what the heck is going on? Um, nah, but that clearly would be the cat's heaven, and that just can't be the case. So, with this cooking club getting more and more members, it's clear to me that anybody who kind of comes across these characters are going to have to deal with someone who is very, very selfish right now when it comes down to being in a room with this human girl alone. Like, that's just, oh, I can't block that. that's just his thing, right? Like he just that's why he's here. Like, there's no other reason why he's in a food club, right? Is for this chick, and that is the end of that. So I really want to see how this plan of his to get with this girl in the case of being alone, the case of being with her in a relationship, in the case of just anything he's trying to really do, because it already seems like he has a much better chance with uh, any animal lady out there, because not only did he treat the sloth very, very nicely in the case of actually, cleaning her up and stuff like that. She would have already been, she died like 17 times this episode alone, man. Like, I feel pretty bad for her as a whole. Um, but at least she didn't get the only person helping her that was the wolf girl this week, because she would have 110% been dead, man. She was super dead. Left her in the bathtub to go get some soap, and what happens? She comes back so late that this man has already gotten tea after helping her, clean up and stuff like that, which the cat did experience, and it seemed like she might have been into it, seeing how cats really do like to be pampered and take care of. Maybe not the bath part, but if he took care of her like that and like cleaned her, brushed her, and like did her hair and all that stuff, she would be very, very happy, I bet. Or just scratched under her chin. But as a whole, it definitely feels like this show is just having so much fun. The whole koala thing with her looking for the food that she wanted to remember what it was, and she wasn't really there even to cook new stuff. She just wanted to know where the food came from that she ate, and come to find out it was the same food that she always eats, but just out of her mom's body. So once this girl, our wolf pack, makes her dish, somehow it came out to be straight up doo doo. And or at least it tasted and simulated the taste of doo doo, because that's where the koala was eating as a kid, and I guess even pandas do it too, where the mom feeds them through stuff that's already been digested. Ugh. Anyway, that's pretty much the nastiest part of the episode, and the funniest part of the episode was just the fact of the cat girl really just dodging the whole time, but being around throughout the whole episode, and then trying to dodge them and act like she wasn't around and watch attentively to pay attention, and then she kind of confessed what she was feeling just to then run away and tell everybody that that was a lie. So take it as you will. I definitely hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely will be talking to you sooner than later. Then hopefully they get some more stuff to talk about on the channel as a whole, because some days I might have to just hold some animes off on the days with so many shows and spread them out, but that's for a later time. So with that being said, peace.